Hey guys, it's Joost Raaijmaakers from LvL-Up. In today's movie I will be showing you 3 different strikes you really want to learn when fighting with a stick. So let's start! So okay guys, the first strike you really want to learn is the X strike. This is the most used strike, especially from your weapon side right hand to your left knee. This strike is, even with a baseball bat, you see this strike the most. So go 1 and 2. The X strike, make sure you don't make the motions too big and pull your stick to the behind of your body. So when I show it from this side, when you hit, don't go to here. So I'll show it on the bob. This is the first strike you want to learn. It's the X. Just simple 1, 2. You see my stick stays in front of my body. So my weapon always has time to react on what my opponent is doing. So the X strike, 1, 2. You see me tapping my arm. It's just to make a habit out of keeping your live hand or your unarmed hand, your left hand, in front to check or intercept strikes. So you don't only use your arm, but you make rotation in the body and make sure your live hand is there to protect your head or to parry incoming attacks. That's the first 2 strikes you want to learn. An X, 1, 2. Let's go to the next. So okay guys, the next strikes you want to learn, we just covered the X strike where you pull the stick through. Now we will pull it back. So the lines are the same, only instead of pulling it through, you go back to your starting point. This can go from the forehand, but also when you have it in a backhand position, in a backhand. It's a quick hit and pull it back. There you go. So you can strike different targets, but stay on the same side. If you want to practice this in the air, you can just go 1 through, 1 through, 1 through, 1 through. There you go. So on a target one more time. 1. Alright, this is the second strike you really want to learn when fighting with a weapon. Let's go to the third. And for the last one, we do a Rodondo Strike. A Rodondo Strike is a strike where you stay with your stick, it's on the left side and it stays on the left side, so you can make a circle. You can also do it backhanded when your other feet is in front with on the other side, but this one is the most used. Let me show you a bit to the back so you can see it a bit better. You watch underneath your arm, you throw the stick in front, and it comes to the same side of your body. So when I do this on the bob, I go here and I want to hit with the tip of my stick. So if I'm standing really close, do it here, but here I can just pull it shorter. There you go. So it's, there you go. This is a really powerful strike, and from here you can flow into other strikes. Of course there are a lot more strikes you want to learn with a stick, but the X strike, the pulling back strike and the Rodondo strikes are really powerful strikes which are pretty easy to learn and which you can use to start learning how to defend yourself with a blunt weapon. So one more time in short, we have the X, then you have the pulling back, pull through, pulling back, pull through, and as last we have the Rodondo. It's a really strong strike. You're just in the beginning, when you want to learn it, quick tip, you watch underneath your arm, you find your target, you throw it on the target and it comes back in the same side. After a while, when you get better, you don't have to look under your arm and go there. You can just make it shorter so you see, and I can hit him wherever I want. So head, nose, chin, chest, ribs, doesn't matter. See, you can hit him everywhere you like. So when I do this all at once in a little combo, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I did all strikes a few times. These strikes are really strong strikes, they are power hits. I mean, you have a lot of the quicker strikes, close strikes, in my previous movie we went from long range and short range and that kind of stuff, fun to practice. So I just wanted to give you a few basic strikes which you can learn in no time and which will improve your weapon handling. Make sure, a big important thing is your weapon is between your opponent and yourself. So my weapon hand is in front. When they want to grab your hand, make sure your hand is always in motion when hitting. So when I do the X strike, I don't do it like this. Because now my arm stays in front and my opponent can easily grab my arm, deflect my weapon. But if I keep moving my hand, it's really hard to grab my hand, and that way you will be fighting more efficiently. They cannot grab your stick as easy. When they really go for it, just turn it, push them away, and you just can continue striking. So, one more time in summit. X, pull back, pull through, pull back, pull through. Then we go for Redondo. 1, 2, and maybe a Redondo from the other side. 1, 2. These 3 strikes I use a lot when I'm sparring. There are a few more, like the abanico strikes, but I'll explain those in another movie. So, hopefully you like these tips. Start implementing them in your martial arts training and you will get better with fighting with a stick. So, I hope you enjoyed these tips, guys. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. Like, subscribe, share, do all the YouTube stuff YouTube asks you to do, and I hope to see you next week.